do is, again, with black teenagers and white teenagers and Hispanic teenagers, their unemployment rate is highly affected, especially, think about this, Poppy, the two industries that are most likely to hire people at minimum wage, retail and fast food. And they're going to replace workers with computers and right, exactly. We're going to see an acceleration.
Let me go downstairs.
We see what I have. Candidates from both parties saying the minimum wage should be higher. I mean, that's a big change from what we've seen in past elections.
First thing you move in here, this house looks kind of pleasant. Don't have a TV yet. We'll work on our money.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I would just
me and my friend move here, of course.
I'm just really quite stunned to hear Mr. Moore advocating for lowering wages for anybody in this economy, not even raising wages, not lowering them.
I'm for higher wages, no question about it. The problem for under Obama is wages have actually declined for American workers. That's the problem I think liberals have.
Wage stagnation for more than just the, I mean, it's been from the previous administration. There's been wage stagnation in this country for 20 years.
I mean, if we go back to the wage stagnation has been 20, if not 30 years, and the exception of that would be the 1990s. I mean, Secretary Clinton has a comprehensive plan to invest in infrastructure, lower the cost of college, boost American manufacturing, tough trade enforcement. Donald Trump has a Twitter account, and now I'm hearing one of his chief economic advisors advocating for a lower minimum wage for anybody.
I didn't say I was saying for teenagers. I think you'd be brave for this too. For teenagers who want to get into the workforce, who are starting their first job, they're going to work. You're not going to pay a teenager $15 an hour.
Let me ask you one more thing. Andy, the head of a major public company in the food industry said to me, "We'll have unintended consequences of a $15 minimum wage." That CEO also is for raising the minimum wage. Are you concerned at all about unintended consequences at 15?
We always have to look out for unintended consequences, but I mean, frankly, we have an unintended consequence right now where what Donald Trump is now proposing.
Okay, what? But next week.
I think what we have to do is to feel it out. We're going to have to find out what the move is.
In 1972, Richard Nixon is very much at the top of his game and is in a position to achieve his goal of being the greatest president in American history.
Comments before about Mao and Joe.
He had desegregated all the southern schools. He had ended the draft. He created the EPA, the Cancer Institute, and he had the greatest arms control ordinance in American history. Not a bad record, the American people thought so.
The Air Force One, 76, and the Peking International Airport. It is an historic moment, the official beginning of his visit to China.
China was considered almost a different planet, and the idea that any American president would go to China was considered a fantasy, probably at best. In terms of foreign policy, it was sort of illuminating.
I think one of the results of our trip may be that the walls that are erected, whether they are physical walls like this, or other walls of ideology and philosophy, will not divide peoples in the world.
In Richard Nixon's own mind, this was a script. It was designed to result in an overwhelming election victory in the November election.
Who do you think you'll vote for the president this year? Nixon? Richard Nixon?
Nixon?
Yeah, Nixon.
Nixon.
Yes, sir. Did anybody else run for Nixon?
The president was a political animal. The president was phenomenally skilled He was able to handle virtually anything.
5 men wearing white gloves and carrying cameras were caught early today at the headquarters of the Democratic National Committee in Washington. They were caught by a night watchman and they did not resist arrest when the police came. They apparently were unarmed, and nobody knows yet why they were there. The film and the camera hadn't even been exposed. In any case, they're being held.
The Democratic National Committee is housed in the fashionable Watergate complex. The break-in apparently planned well in advance. Files were ransacked and papers removed. Also in this area, ceiling tiles have been removed for the suspected planting of bugging devices.
It was Saturday morning, June 17th. The phone rang. It was about 6:30. A colleague of mine, Chuck Work, was on the phone. Said, "Hello, it's Chuck."